game, I'd like to, let's hear it for our players today. They did it in the hot sun, varsity and JV. Very good work, very good work. So they've been playing better every game, and that's great to see. We really like it. So the first senior I'm going to talk about today is Katie Brown, number 13. For those of you that don't know Katie, she's an incredible lacrosse player, incredible athlete. She scored 5 goals in the championship game as a freshman, but the play I most remember about that game is her streaking back across the field to chase down a player, and she actually caught her, got the ball back, and turned it around the other way. And that just defines how she plays, and basically she scores, she steals, she does it all. One thing, I mean, she obviously had a terrible injury to cancel her season, or 2 seasons, this thing. But what I want to say is her leadership this year has been exceptional. For a player who had their season canceled, to put so much into the team and invest so much in the team, and it's really made a big difference, and it's very helpful for us as coaches. And so I just want to say thank you, Katie, for all the work you've given the team this year. Now we can ask Katie first to come out and get pictures, or is there? There's no. You guys don't do a speech, right? No. All right. So yeah, Steph, where are you? Steph. Is somebody taking pictures?
Should you hold your side?
Well, Bert, I got the hot play across the
I'm not as good as Coach Gus. I have to have notes. Tia. So, I would get to say, if you haven't ever been, it's tough to be a coach's kid, right? So, one of the first nights that she came back, I overheard Tia telling a story about how being the coach's kid, if no one volunteered to be a goalie, she got volunteered to be the goalie. So, the other thing about Tia, so I've never had the chance to see her. I'd love to, hopefully someday I will, but I've heard she's a very competitive dancer. Like I said, I've never seen that, but so we do Easter kind of celebration, and we do Easter practice with games. One of the first games was a ground ball competitive drill. Tia, I forget who she lined up against, but whoever she was lined up against, she won the ground ball, and the first thing she did was throw the stick to the ground. Yes! I'm like, all right, that's the enthusiasm we need. It's a little competitive. I wish we had you all along from the get-go, because it would have been good to see what that would have been like in the field. But I was very excited to hear that you were coming back, and you brought the energy on the sidelines and on the bus, so thank you. Where's... You got pictures. Thanks.
All right, let's see. Next up, we're going to talk about Hannah Smith. Hannah, this is Hannah's second year of lacrosse. I just want to say that Hannah is the only person on this team to ever receive a team first yellow ball. We give out game balls, you know, when they get their first goal, their first win, their first shutout. Hannah actually got a team first game ball because one game that we had a player who forgot her uniform, and Hannah, who was new to the game, she wanted to be her team, so she actually volunteered her uniform to give to that player. And it was a really huge move, and we actually invented the team first ball for Hannah for that. And she's always got a great attitude, she's always there for her teammates, and you know, she does score in JV, which is awesome. So thank you, Hannah, great work. Okay, pictures. I'll put these pictures in the album. Okay, got plenty. Thank you. Thank you, Hannah.
All right, the next one I've got is one of our captains, Izzy. So, anyone that knows Izzy knows how nice she is, how kind she is. She's just kind of a sweetheart. She's super nice. When last few years, she's always been like at the hip on the defensive side with Elizabeth Trafton, another really nice, kind kid. And so I had to talk with them last year and explain to them that you got to be a little mean to play defense. You can't just always be so super nice. You want to deny them the ball. If they're about to take a shot, you want to deny it. You want to take it away from them. So you got to be a little mean. It was hard for those to do that with Izzy and Elizabeth, though. But one of the pieces that I remember most about Izzy was a game last year. I'm pretty sure it was Pelham, and this one attack girl was tearing us up, and we were trying different things. And we put Izzy on her. That was the adjustment. She shut her down. She didn't get another single goal the rest of the game, and that's one of the most memorable moments I have for Izzy. But that kind of epitomizes her in her play. She's been a great leader on the defense this year, and we're going to miss you.
Rose two. I'll put it in now. Oh yeah, you can see.
Kim. I'm good, thanks. You didn't need me though.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Seriously? All right, I think next up, who do we have? Viola Pietrabissa. So, I don't know if you know Viola. Viola's an exchange student from Italy. And she, back at the beginning of the season, we said, we're going to need a JV goalie. If anybody is, wants to try, let us know. We'll set you up with all the skills you need, and we'll give you lessons. And I don't know if anybody is familiar with a lacrosse goalie, but it is the toughest position in all of sports. I'll give you that hands down, mentally and physically. You can see the bruises these girls have. They have a ball fired at them, which is a lot of times hits them, but they still have to get up and get in there. And then when they get the ball, they have a bunch of crazy attackers swinging sticks at them. So it's a very, very brave thing to be a goalie. It's something that all of the players appreciate every single game because it is such a huge position. So let's see. And so continuing on, Viola has been improving, and then we had there was a game early in the season against Derryfield, and Hallie was unfortunately out sick that game, so Viola stepped in net, and we were, I think, losing at halftime, if I remember correctly, and she was coming. We had also not been losing at halftime. We had a couple defensive breakdowns that gave Derryfield 1-on-0s in front of our net, which is impossible to stop. And Viola was very, very much feeling it at halftime. So we had a little talk. She went out in the third quarter, shut them down. Our defense and Viola shut them down, not a single goal again. And then we went on to win that game, which was a great game and a really big win for us. But as I was walking off the field with Viola afterwards, I was like, Viola, yeah, by the way, that's one of our biggest rivals. So I don't even think you realize how much it meant that you actually beat that team, which was huge. So great work going forward. We're so excited to have you on the team. Nice job. So we'll get to that. I'll put all the pictures in the album. Okay, thank you. All right, we're not over yet.
No, one more senior and then one thing after that. So, Sarah Chodosh. All right. I know Gus has probably coached Sarah even longer than me, but I've coached Sarah a long time. I've coached her since 6th grade for soccer and lacrosse. From helping her mom, I don't know if you guys know too, her mom actually used to coach this group. I was assisting them, and it was a fun group. And I always had him at indoor lacrosse, which unfortunately I love doing this, but it's a bummer that I can't do the indoor anymore because I do miss it. That was a lot of fun, good memories. Sarah's competitive nature always is present, and it was always present even when she was a little kid. So I don't know if she remembers it or not, but so when I was coaching soccer, we had odd numbers that year, and so we had this one drill that I'd call out numbers, and then when I call out the number, the other person would call out the number, and then those two numbers would match up. So because there was odd numbers and I was playing, I'd call out Sarah's number, and then she would automatically call my number. Like she always wanted to go line up against me. She always wanted to go against the best. That didn't come off right, but anyways. And then the other one is in lacrosse. Sometimes I step in the net for goal, and she always gets this look, and it's almost like you see the little devil horns grow and stuff. She gives me that little smile, and I know either she's going to score or I'm going to get a lacrosse ball tattoo. More often than not, it was a score, but I do have quite a few tattoos. So. Last thing I guess I have for memory with Sarah, if back to that freshman championship game, if you guys haven't seen this one photo, I think it made the monitor cover even, or it was somewhere in the monitor. Sarah looks like she's elevating above the field. And I don't know, I guess that to me just epitomizes, like I don't know how to describe it, but to me that's her on the lacrosse field. She's just kind of like elevated, going after it, competitive. She's been a captain this year, obviously, a good teammate. I'm going to miss competing with her and against her. So, good job, Sarah. One more. She's not a senior, but unfortunately she won't be with us next year. She's going to be graduating early. Amelia Bacchus. We want to recognize her. Obviously, she's been with us the last couple of years. She's been helping to train the goalies. She's always warming up the goalies, which helps the coaches so we can take care of other aspects of the game. It's been a big help. She's been doing a great job in the stats, and unfortunately, we'll miss you next year. Thank you.
That's it. Thank you all for coming, and wish us luck going forward. We should have a game next week after the break. We'll let you know. And thank you to the parents who organized this. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So we're here with the coaches and the seniors as well. Girls lacrosse comes away with a 14-8 win in their final regular season game, also the senior day prior to the playoffs. So Coach Madden, can you talk about the season you've had and things you think you've done well so far?
I think we're really building. I think our offense is starting to click when we work deliberately and take our time. Our defense is improving. We still have a little bit ways to go. Our ride is really starting to jam, which I'm happy with. So I think we're on a good footing for this postseason, and we've got a week of practice to fine tune and get ready.
Yeah, I could go to you now. What's the season meant to you?
It's meant, bringing a lot of energy to the team and boosting morale, and just a whole lot of fun and shenanigans, hijinks.
Okay, I'll go to Hannah now. Can you guys just pass it down?
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
So what has the significance of this year and really all 4 years been for you?
Well, I only played 2. I really
Okay.
think I made up the other 2 in just being the best cheerleader I can be, best JV player I can be, and that's about all I got. But it was fabulous.
Her name
I
is
had no words to say.
Your Royal Highness, Hannah.
Yeah. Say it.
All right.
Okay, that's all about all I got. Anyways.
Izzy, I know we already spoke last week. Something that coaches noted earlier was just your defense and how you had to improve with that throughout. How do you feel like you've improved this season with that?
I feel like this season, I've definitely tried to focus on being a little more aggressive and, stopping the ball. And I feel like I've improved a little bit, but I've loved getting to play with everybody, and I'm excited to go into the playoffs and really work even harder So yeah, so it's been an awesome season.
All right. Go to Sarah. So this crazy amount of goals. I'm not sure how many career goals you're at right now, but I know you're up there towards like I think the top 3 in all of the program history, something like that. So that's pretty cool. So for you this season, you've just gone on a complete tear. Going into the playoffs, how do you feel like you're doing individually and as well as a team to your offense?
Well, I wouldn't be able to score all those goals without this team, and I think our team has improved so much, and it's helped me grow as a player too during this whole season. So I'm really proud of my team, and again, I wouldn't have scored like all those goals without them. And I'm really just looking forward to sharing more moments, and we're growing even more. And so, I mean, I'll try to score, but I'm really just looking for my teammates and how to win and help my team.
Awesome. I'll go to Katie. So, I mean, we already talked about your role this year. Not ideal. Sorry for the injury, but what has this meant to you, this whole group and everything, and just kind of seeing it come to an end, unfortunately, as the season starts to wind down?
I mean, it's upsetting because I want to be playing with all these girls, especially it being my last year, since they have kind of put that perspective for me. But I think it's really sad because I'll never get the chance to play with a lot of the younger girls. And I won't have my last year full on my friends. But they're killing it. They're doing a really good job. So I'm having a lot of fun by watching them. So I've enjoyed this.
After the season, do you think there's any possibility of coaching being in the future?
Maybe down the line.
Okay. I'll go to Viola. So learning to play goalie this season, a little bit of a different thing than anything you've probably ever seen before. What has it been like for you?
I mean, it's been fun. It's a little scary sometimes. I should like Sarah Chodosh. Really, that's a smiley thing. But it's just really fun, and I really enjoyed it. And it was a possibility not to.
Okay. I'll go to Coach at the end. So just give us your final notes of what teams need to be on the lookout for with your group going to the playoffs.
All of them. We're going to be them. We're going all the way.
All right, you heard it. All right, thank you, guys.
I have one thing.
Yep, go ahead.
Izzy, hands down. Defense, much improved. She's a great leader. Sarah absolutely is going to hit the 200 goal mark. I'm sorry. And
all right.
Viola is a beast in that.
Hey, congrats. You're going to the playoffs.
Yep. All right.